What's up guys, Tobiias here and welcome to yet another squad builder. As you can tell by the title and probably by looking at the squad in front of you now, this is it's disgustingly quick. The average pace of all the 10 players outfield in this squad is 91 and that is the average, so we do have a lot higher. Last week I did make an average squad pace of 89 and you guys absolutely loved it. It got well over 600 likes and all the comments were you knew it wasn't the quickest squad, you know there was quicker squads to be made, and you all did ask me to make a quicker squad if I could. So someone did actually send me this squad and it is absolutely, as I just said, ridiculously quick. 91 is the average pace. So I'm just going to run through it now. It is running the 4-1-2-1-2 formation, which I absolutely really do love. And first of all then we've got Raimondo then in goal. He is only a silver goalkeeper. He is from the US, and normally I'm not a fan of silver goalkeepers because I think they make silly mistakes, but if I'm honest with you, he's a really good goalkeeper. He also does have an inform, so if you wanted to improve the pace of the squad just by a little bit, you can buy the inform version of him, but I didn't think it was worth it because the speed of goalkeepers isn't worth it whatsoever, and you can just get a non-inform for 3,000 coins. Moving on to the defence then, I'll start on the right hand side. We have Theo Walcott. He's known for his pace, 91 pace, and he's an absolute brilliant centre back, right back. Obviously he is English and he is from Tottenham, and it does link in with the rest of the squad, which is why you can tell everyone in this squad does have 9 chemistry, resulting in a 99 chemed, if you had the manager, 100 chemistry squad. So he does cost only 4,000 coins, and he does have 89 acceleration and 83 jumping, along with that 93 sprint speed in-game stats. He's an absolute beast. Moving on to the centre backs then, we do have Win as our first centre back. He's known for how quick he is, ridiculously quick, 95 acceleration, 89 jumping and 91 sprint speed. But because of that pace and the fact he is only a silver card, you are going to have to spend a little bit more, and he does cost you 18,000 coins, but nonetheless he's a brilliant centre back, and as well because he has that pace, it is easy to keep out of counter attack if you ever do get counter attacked online. The second and final centre back then in this squad, we do have aveRAGE. He does cost 22,000 coins, again because he is such a good centre back, and the fact he is a bronze is why he does cost so many coins. And he does also have 94 jumping, he does only have 83 sprint speed. He is our slowest player in the squad, but nonetheless he is an absolute beast, and he is the only centre back with a high defence work rate. So that does surprise me when to look at their in-game stats. All 4 of them I did think they would be really good defensively. They are, but aveRAGE is the only one with a high defence work rate. Finally then in defence then, we do have Ash, who does cost you, you're going to have to pay 7,000 coins for him. Again, he's a really quick defender, which is what we are looking for in this squad, and his pace is 89. Looking at his in-game stats then, he does have 88 acceleration as well as 92 agility and 90 balance, and he's a brilliant defender in this squad. He does link in with the chemistry, as you can see then, and he does cost you 8,000 coins, which is a little bit more than the rest, like Theo Walcott for example, as I just mentioned. Moving on to the centre defensive mid then, which is probably going to cause a lot of storm in the comment section of this video, we do have aveRAGE. He is known as a striker. He is known as, probably, I will throw it out there, the best silver striker. But he's playing in the centre defensive mid position, and you're probably going to be asking why. So, as you can see then, I do have 2 strikers already in this squad. I could have swapped them around, because chemistry-wise, it wouldn't make a difference. That silver, if you don't know, at the top left there, is Tyson. He could have played there, and I could have made Tyson a centre defensive mid. But the main reason I did have aveRAGE in the centre defensive mid, simply because as much of a good striker he is, and he's probably, as I just said, one of the best, or if not the best silver striker, he is also extremely good in the midfield. Obviously, the main way to play him in the midfield is also to have him as a centre attacking mid, but as you can see, I do have informed Theo Walcott, and if you compare the 2 of them, you obviously want to have Theo Walcott up there, because if you don't know, he does have 96 pace, so I did have to resort to aveRAGE playing the centre defensive mid, and when I made this squad, I was building it, I was thinking he was going to be absolutely shocking, but surprisingly, he's actually really good in the centre defensive mid position, simply because he has a medium attack rate and he also does have a medium defense rate, so he's not hanging around in the box the whole time, goal hanging, and he's not also hanging around becoming best friends with the 2 centre backs, because they're both medium, so he does attack as well, and when he needs to track back to help defend, he is also there. And the fact he also does have 93 pace as well as that 94 sprint speed and 91 acceleration, he's always going to get back on the counter attacks, which is absolutely awesome. And the fact he does have 83 strength, again, does help out defending against your opposition strikers, but when he's on the ball and he's helping out the two strikers or the centre attacking mid, that strength also does come into hand. Yet, as I said, because he is well, I'm going to say it, he is the best silver striker, he will cost you 165,000 coins. Moving on to the left mid then, we do have Weston. Last year on FIFA, he was an absolute god, and nothing's changed. 93 pace, because of how good he is and the fact he is only a bronze player, you're going to be having to spend a little bit more, 15,000 coins, despite the fact he is only a bronze. But because of that pace and his in-game stats, 92 acceleration, 93 sprint speed, he's an absolute beast. And he does also have 4-star weak foot. He is left-footed, which is predictable, being on the left-hand side, being a left mid. But when you cut in and you want to whip it in, that right foot and that 4-star weak foot does also come into hand. So he is a great player. Moving on to the right-hand side then, we do have Lennon. He does cost only 3,000 coins, and considering his in-game stats and the pace he does have, that is ridiculously cheap. He does only cost 3,000 coins, and with that 94 acceleration, 91 sprint speed, 84 ball control and 82 dribbling, as well as that 4-star skill moves, 3,000 coins is ridiculously cheap, and again, he's an absolute brilliant player for the coins that you are spending. Moving on to the centre attacking mid position then, as I just said, we do have informed Theo Walcott. He does cost you well over 160,000 coins. He is normally a striker if you had got him in packs when he was in the team of the week. But as you can see, I did transform him into a centre forward and then changed him to a centre attacking mid. So looking at his in-game stats then, and looking, as you can see, 96 pace. The first thing I do want to get across to you guys is that 96 pace is probably one of the biggest lies I've seen on FIFA. He isn't 86 paced in-game whatsoever. Remy is quicker than him. I've played with a lot of players that on the cards their pace is a lot less than Theo Walcott, but in the game they actually feel like they're quicker. His 96 pace, he doesn't even feel like a 92 rated pace to play, if I'm completely honest. And I did go and have a look at some of the reviews of this player, of Theo Walcott, online. And Pokemon Otani was the highest rated one when I did search it on YouTube. So I did have a listen to what he had to say, and it's exactly the same as what I'm saying. He just said that it was a great player. His shooting and his shot power and his finishing and dribbling and everything like that is absolutely outstanding. Yet his pace it just doesn't feel like 96, sorry. Nonetheless though, despite that, he does also have 85 shot power, which is absolutely, you can tell he's got that just because he's got an absolute rocket of a shot online. He does also have 89 finishing and 85 dribbling, and again he does have a medium defense work rate and attacking work rate, but it's just a shame that it doesn't actually feel like he does have that 96 pace online. Moving on to the two strikers then, I'll start on the left hand side. We do have Tyson. He again is really cheap, which surprised me because he was only a silver player with that 91 pace. I thought it was going to cost me quite a lot. He does only cost 3,000 coins. He does have 90 acceleration, 84 agility and that 92 sprint speed, and considering he does cost 3,000 coins, he's an absolute beast online. I mean, everyone can afford 3,000 coins, and for what you're playing, he is a great player. Finally then, our final player within this squad, we do have Slew. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not 100%. He is only a bronze player, and with that 91 pace, you'll know he's going to cost a little bit more. He does cost between 13 to 15,000 coins, but again, even though we don't have any gold strikers in this squad, they are brilliant strikers, despite one of them being a silver and the other being a bronze. He does have 89 acceleration, 92 sprint speed, which is why they are both absolute gods. I could have obviously had then Theo Walcott up front, and I could have brought Tyson into the centre attacking mid, or I could have put Tyson in the centre defensive mid, and I could have had a Bonglahor up front with Theo Walcott. There's all different ways you can play this squad, but this is the way I wanted to play it because I thought it was the best way that each player fitted into the position they are playing, but it's completely optional to whoever builds the squad. If you make this squad, it will be costing you 400,000 coins, but considering you're getting a squad with an average pace of 91, 400,000 coins isn't that much considering the pace you are getting. So I'm going to shut up here, and we are going to go and have a quick look at some of the goals that this squad has scored online. So these are just a few of the goals that this squad has actually scored online. This first one then is Walcott. I thought this was a really nice goal. He wasn't really under control, he wasn't facing the goal, he was kind of slanted, and he absolutely just rocketed that top corner. I believe it was past Casillas as well. So that's the one thing I don't like about Walcott. I mean, his shooting and everything, his finishing is absolutely unbelievable, but his pace isn't too good. That second goal there then was a lovely cross by Lennon, and this third goal is a Bonglahor, I believe. Lovely again, similar to Walcott's first one. I mean, the power behind that, considering he is only a silver, and he is in the centre defensive mid position, and he's managing goals like that is absolutely lovely. This goal here then is just showing the pace of Slew. I mean, if the striker didn't have that much pace, I don't think he would have closed down the goalkeeper quite as much as he did there, and he managed to take it off the goalkeeper's feet and managed to get him a goal there. A nice pass from Tyson there, an absolutely peach of a pass through to Weston, and I mean, his pace, you would have thought it would have broken away from the defence there. He didn't get the opportunity to score, but it did fall back to Slew, so he did actually bury that to score the goal. And this one here again is Tyson. I mean, Tyson scores so many goals for this squad. I mean, I was lucky there, the centre-back lost the ball, it went straight back to Tyson, he managed just to finesse that straight round the goalkeeper. This goal here then is a lovely assist from Abonglahor. The one good thing about him being in the centre defensive mid is that he can supply the centre attacking mid and the strikers with lovely balls like that, and it does go to Tyson with that pace and that dribbling he does have. I mean, that was against Puel, and he does manage to dribble past and take the ball past Puel and manage to bury it into the back of the net, and I mean, that's lovely dribbling. That turn there just to fool the centre back, sorry, just because he didn't know where he was going, and he did manage to get rid of him and bury that into the back of the net. That one there again was a lovely assist from Walcott, and Slew managed to take it down on the chest down to the knee, and then he managed to finesse that round the goalkeeper while it was in the air. And again, Tyson here going on the near post, taking it on the left foot and smashing it past the goalkeeper. So this squad, even though it does cost 400,000 coins, is a really fun squad to build and play with. If you've got the 400,000 coins, I would highly recommend it. That is all for this video. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a thumbs up. 500 likes as always would be absolutely amazing, and please leave your comments in the comment section below telling me your thoughts and opinions about this squad. And until my next video, I'll speak to you guys later. Take care.